Hi, it's me again, and probably the fourth video I'm making in the same day or on the same day in the very same hour. Why? I'm bored and I suddenly got bitten by the YouTube video bug. I have nobody to talk to today because my fiance is driving all the way up to Tagaytay, which is out of town. My mom went out to have her hair done, so I'm home alone and I ran out of videos to watch. So I'm making my own videos. Anyway, I mentioned in previous video that I have collected all of the Mirabilias, but I've never finished one. And I'm gonna show you why. Um, I first started cross-stitching in 1990 when my teacher taught me how to cross-stitch for a school project. And from 1990 until 1999, so 9 years, no stitching. Then 1999, I did the Christmas ornaments. And then from 1999 until, gosh, 4 years ago, no stitching again. Until I saw this in a cross-stitch store's window. It was so, and this was a few months after my house got destroyed by a flash flood. Ondoy. It totally destroyed my house. It was down to what? The wall skeletons. We had to basically rebuild the walls, and meaning everything I have inside got destroyed. And my hobby back then was scrapbooking, so it destroyed all of my pictures from childhood. All the albums went swimming. All my paper went swimming. My punchers, my scissors, they all rusted. And I didn't have the heart to restart the hobby again. So one time while I was at the mall, I saw the finished project, a finished memorabilia of Fairy Idol. It's a fairy sitting on a bed. Um, yeah. And this is my progress so far. Never finished it. Ta-da! See? I don't know if you could see it. I can't see what yeah, there. See? Almost done. Well, with the lower part. There's still the upper part of the body left. Anyway, the reason why this particular project ticks me off or discourages me from finishing it is number one, it's made of, the fabric is Ida or Ada. I don't like Ada or Ida. I don't know why, I just don't like the squares. It makes me think that what I'm stitching is so pixelated. I like the high definition effect of even weave or linen. More so even weave. Yes, I'm using geeky terms to explain it. That's the influence of my fiance, the panda. He calls Ida fabric pixelated, while even weave is high definition. So, yeah. Second thing is, I'm gonna show you the back. You see this? Yeah. Where did I start? Here. See that? I started stitching with knots. I start off with a knot, I ended with a knot. And that's because that's what I was taught to do in high school. Yes, my teacher, Miss Katmaitan, taught me how to start cross stitch with a knot and end with a knot. I had no idea it was wrong until one day I brought this project with me to work, and my staff started laughing at me. Nothing is worse than being a boss and your staff laughs at you. Why? Because your work is messy. Yep, and they told me that what I was doing was wrong. Of course, my pride got hit, and after that, I looked around. I found the DMC store in Manila. Turns out they do tutorials every Wednesday by request, and I attended that, and I found out that you could start with a loop start, or you can tuck in to start. Anyway, I got rid of the bad habit of starting with knots and ending with knots, and I learned how to loop start, which is my favorite, and end by tucking it in. Of course, through the years and through talking and interacting and being friends with a lot of local stitchers here in Manila, they taught me how to be neater. So I've improved. Oh, I rolled it up again. Anyway, where was I? Okay, if this is how I started, this is basically my sampler of my journey in learning how to be a cross stitcher, because you can see my progress from knots to no knots. So these are the knots, and if I'm not mistaken, these are the no knots. See that? Ta-da! You can teach old dogs new tricks. I'm just saying, I actually improved. So that's my unfinished Mirabilia. And of course, being the stubborn fool that I am, I decided to bead along the way, which is why I'm having a hard time because I can't use my Q-snaps on it because there are beads. If I use my Q-snap, it'll crush some beads. So I'm too lazy to set it up on my giant floor stand in the other room, which is basically leaning against the wall, totally useless. But since I prefer stitching in bed, yeah, this will have to wait until I actually have my own cross stitch corner. It will be finished because I promised myself I will not start another Mirabilia unless this one gets finished. And that's the reason why I've never ever finished a Mirabilia. I haven't started another one, and I won't start until I finish this. I don't know whether you should call that stubbornness or self-control or discipline. But yeah, I made a promise to myself. Until I finish this, no other Mirabilia will be started. So I just keep collecting Myras until this is done. And then once this is done, I can start another one. Ta-da! The legend of my Mirabilias. Bye! Next video. See ya!